4:42 a.m. It's Monday, February 23rd, 146 days out from Ironman Lake Placid. This week, I'm gonna go through a full week of training. Last week, I closed out on about 16 to 20 hours of training. When I first started making these YouTube videos, I was going to make a daily vlog every single day leading up until Ironman Lake Placid. But given my busy life, my wife's busy life, that is just not possible for me to do or for us to do. We have a business we're trying to grow and expand. We just opened up our second location. We just went under contract for a forever home. On top of all that, this busy scheduled training. So as you can imagine, I just don't have time to be making YouTube videos. But I do want to document my journey. If anyone is on the same path as me, I doubt it, but if anyone is on the same path as me and they want to follow it, and they want to see what I'm doing day in and day out to become an Ironman, going from zero to an Ironman. That's why I'm doing this. Maybe I can inspire, motivate someone along the way. That's really the main reason why I want to document this journey and see how far I've come in this journey. So this week I'm going to record a whole entire week of training. Last week I did just close out about 16 to 20 hours. I have my whiteboard here. If you want, you can zoom in, screenshot, pause it, whatever you want to do. But that's my layout. My goal every single day is just to turn this box so I can give it a little check mark. Take it day by day, one day at a time, one step at a time. The volume is crazy, but it's just what you need to do if you want to become an Ironman. Now, I do have a huge goal of trying to complete this in sub 11 hours. I don't even know if that's possible. Obviously, the main goal is to have fun in this journey, have fun in the race, and across that finish line. But what is a goal without setting huge goals? So not being a runner, not being a biker, not being a swimmer, I want to complete this Ironman in sub 11 hours. I keep telling myself every single day that that's going to happen. So that's not going to happen if I don't check this box, give that box a green check mark, and then at the end of the month, I can know I executed every single month leading up until this race. Yeah, so this week I'm going to go through every single day of training. I do have an update for my goal board. I made this goal board at the end of 2025, probably October, maybe end of September, of listing a lot of my goals. This is one of many goal boards, but some of the biggest ones I'm proud of so far. So number 11, I had break ground on forever house build. My wife and I have been planning to build a house for quite some time, and the only thing that was going to stop that was if this one property ended up coming up for sale. It's sitting on top of a mountain, about 100 acres, has a cabin on the property, absolutely beautiful. It's actually been like a dream of ours to own that property. We were never really in the position to do it, and it just so happened that the guy that owns the property texted me one Sunday morning saying, "Hey, if you guys are interested, I'm going to be listing the house for sale, and you guys have first dibs at it before I even list with a realtor." So next thing you know, Courtney and I, we went up there, looked at the house and decided, yep, we're gonna buy this thing. And next thing you know, we're under contract on the second week of February on a Tuesday. And then 3 days later, we opened up our second location for our business. So that knocks off another one of these. I actually had opened up the mattress company on November 1st, 2025. So that can cross out. That was technically a fail, but we did get the business open, so that's a win. It just took 3 months longer than we actually planned on it. So it's pretty exciting. We have a lot of big things coming up. Maybe I'll do a little walkthrough of the house when we do close on it and we move in. It's pretty exciting. This is a house we're probably going to live in forever. It's been an absolute dream of both of ours to own a property like this, and it kind of finally came to fruition. So if you have big goals, speak it into existence, manifest those things. It is real. It does happen. You also just have to put in the work. You can't just try and manifest these things, and it's just going to show up in your lap. You need to put the work in and day out, and dream big, set huge goals, or these things just aren't going to happen. Today I have a 2,300 meter swim. I have a lower body workout, and then I also have some stretching I need to do, some foam rolling, stuff like that. It's now closing in on 5 o'clock. I need to get ready, get to the pool, but I just want to go over those things, go over some of these goals that we are checking off the list as we lock into 2026. It's going to be a super exciting year. Like I said, my wife and I are trying to grow and expand a business. We just opened up our second location, which has been an absolute dream of ours. And in the same exact week, we went under contract for our forever house. That is just like, it's still super surreal to me. I just can't even believe it. But you know, dreams do come true if you put the work in and day out. And yeah, let's get ready and go do this swim. It's gonna be an awesome fucking week. I'm pretty fucking sore too, excuse my language, but I'm just starting to get fired up, just thinking about the week, thinking about the goals, thinking about how I need to execute, thinking about the business. It's I just get excited every single day to wake up and bust my ass. So I'm gonna drink this coffee, Black Rifle to be exact. Let's get after it. Bah!
Woo! I don't know about you guys, but I live in Western Pennsylvania and it has just been an absolute brutally cold winter and I am fucking over it. I cannot wait for spring. And I didn't even think we were supposed to get this much snow last night, but it looks like we got like 5 to 6 inches. Let's head to the Y and get this swim in. All right, 5:30, just made it to the Y. I gotta get in there pretty quick, but I wanna go over what I got the workout for today. It's a 2,300 meter swim. This is gonna be the warm up. 400 meter swim, freestyle, 300 pool, 200 kick, 100 non-free. And then we get into some breathing pattern stuff. I got 4 by 150 pool with 20-second rest, and it's gonna go 3 by 5 by 3 breathing pattern by 50. Next is 4 by 100 free, then non-free by 50 with 15 seconds rest, 4 by 50 kick with 30 seconds rest, all fast, and then 100 easy recovery swim for 2,300 meters total. This is just a drill day. I have a big recovery endurance swim at the end of the week. I think it's 2,500 meters, which is actually crazy because when I first signed up for this Ironman, I couldn't even swim to the end of the pool without basically swallowing 5 gallons of water and feeling like I'm gonna drown by the time I even got to the end of the pool. And now I'm cranking out 2,000, 3,000 meters and it's just like a walk in the park. So it just shows if you put in the work every single day, day in and day out, and you wanna achieve something big, just get after it, stay consistent, it's gonna pay off and you're gonna end up getting to where you wanna be. I'm nowhere to where I wanna be, but I'm getting there. So by the time July comes around, I'm gonna be fucking ready for this race. So yeah, let's get in there so we can get after it. It's now 5:30. I'm behind the ball. I'm supposed to be walking in there at 5:30 so I can be in the pool by 5:31 as always. So let's go. All right, 6:37 a.m. all done. The first big workout of the day. I'll put the workout up on the screen like right here. And then pause for a second. But I need to rush home. We have another big day, Courtney and I, especially for Courtney, because it's a little bit of an emotional day for her. Our daughters are starting daycare in school for the first time today. So we need to rush around, get showered up, meal prep, all that good stuff so we can get out the door a little bit earlier today so we can get them to school and daycare and then get to the business and get to work. So that wraps up workout number 1 of the day. I have a lower body lift tonight and then some stretching cords that coach put in the program I've never done before. I think it's just bands and a bunch of stretching stuff specifically geared towards swimming. So I'll put all that stuff in the video today, and then we're gonna have day 1 all wrapped up for the week, closing out February, and let's have a good day. So I'll see you guys tonight. All right, it's the end of the day. Just got home from work. I have about 30 minutes to burn. I got the baby down. My 5-month-old just took a nap. They had an awesome day. First day at daycare and school. Courtney is at gymnastics with Blakely. That's my 2-year-old. So this is a perfect time to get this little 30-minute workout in. This is the first time my coach has ever put this in my program. It's called a Swim Stretch Cords 1. There's 2 sets, 4 movements per set. It's a catch-up movement, 180-degree movement, a row, and a chest press. Like I said, this is the first time my coach has ever put this in my program. I don't question what she tells me to do. I just do it. She was one of the best in the world for a reason. Has raced in Kona multiple times and was top 20 in the world for quite a long time. So I don't ask any questions. I just do what she says. I mark the mark the box, and I get it done. So first movement, this is what it's gonna look like. It's like a catch-up drill, 3 by 20 seconds endurance on 10 seconds rest. So it's gonna look just like a swim movement, you put this is my first time doing it, so it might look a little funny, but this is according to the YouTube video that she sent me and instructed me to do. You're gonna hinge at the hips, just like you're swimming. You're gonna catch, pull, one arm at a time. Catch, pull, catch, pull, catch, pull, catch, pull, catch, pull, catch, pull. All right, so 3 sets of those. I'm gonna get that done real quick and then we'll move on to the next movement. 3 sets, 20 seconds total, and then 10 seconds rest, and then move on to the next movement. So I'll see you guys at the next movement. All right, that's done. The next movement is called 180-degree swimming. So the idea here is that as one arm is recovering, the one arm is pulling. So this is what it's gonna look like. And both arms are gonna be moving at the same time. I'm just gonna show a demonstration, but I have 3 sets on 20 seconds and on 10 seconds rest. So this is what it looks like. Sorry, that's my baby monitor. So we're gonna go start with one arm back, one arm in the catch movement. Catch, pull, catch, pull, catch. All right, so that's the movement. I'm gonna do 3 sets of those for 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest in between each set. And then I'll see you guys at the next one, which is a row and then a chest press, and everyone knows what a row and a chest press is, but I'll go over it. All right, those are done. Now I'm onto the row. Just like a row with a barbell or a dumbbell, but it's with resistance bands. This is what it's gonna look like. Set that resistance band up on a post. You're gonna keep tight core. Squeeze at the top of the movement. All the way out. Squeeze your lats at the top of the movement. And we're gonna do this for 20 seconds on 10 seconds rest, 3 sets. So we're gonna get those done, and then after this will be the last movement, which will be chest press with the resistance band. All right, those are now done. Now it's moving on to the chest press with the resistance band. And as everyone knows, doing a chest press with a barbell or dumbbells are super stressful on your shoulders. And if you're swimming 3, 4, 5 times a week, that is not what you wanna do. You wanna save your shoulders for longevity, strength, and mobility. And when you're training for an Ironman, the last thing you want to do is injure your shoulders with a barbell or with a dumbbell, being an idiot, which I used to do back in my day because I'm a meathead at heart, and now I just decided to sign up for an Ironman and do this thing. So this is what it looks like with the resistance band. You're going to set your resistance band up on the post. Set it about shoulder height. Take a little step back out so there's resistance all the way at the bottom of the movement. And then you're gonna press. Hold for a second at the top, all the way back. Ooh. And press. Hold at the top, all the way back. Try and get a nice deep stretch. And press. All the way back. And then press. So that is the last movement of set 1. I'm going to do 2 sets, those 4 movements, and that's what it's going to look like. So I'm going to get those in, get those done, and this little 30-minute workout is going to be done. Courtney will be home. Baby will be waking up here shortly. I'm going to make some dinner, then get the girls in bed, and then I'll be back out here for a leg workout tonight. Absolutely love lower strength days, so let's get after it. All right, 7:30 on the dot. The kids are in bed. It's time for the lower body lift. I'm going to start with 3 sets of 20 reps
body weight squats. I'm only gonna record the first set of every single exercise. I don't have time to record every single set. So 3 sets, 20 reps, body weight, air squats. Let's go. All right, nice little warm up done. 3 sets, 20 reps each of bodyweight air squats. Now I'm gonna move on to barbell back squats, starting at 135, 10 to 12 reps, and then I'm gonna work my way up to 225, 10 to 12 reps to finish the 3rd set. So let's go. All right, movement number 2 is complete, which was barbell back squats, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Now I'm gonna move on to movement number 3, which is gonna be Bulgarian split squats, 3 to 4 sets, anywhere from 6 to 8 to 10 reps. So let's get it. All right, Bulgarian split squats are done. That was the 3rd movement. Now I'm gonna move on to standing calf raises. I like to do them on 45-pound plates, just body weight, 20 reps, 3 sets, just to keep the calf strong, stretched out. I really focus on getting a full extension and full flexion at the top. I have a little bit of plantar fasciitis in my right foot, so I wanna try to mitigate any kind of issues down the line, really stretch all the calves and keep these things strong with all the volume and training that is increasing every single day. So let's do it. All right, kind of dark here, but final set, gonna do walking lunges, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per leg with dumbbells. So I think I'm gonna start out with 60s and then work my way up for the last set. So let's get it. All right, training day complete, 146 days out from Ironman Lake Placid. I can now mark this box with the green check mark. Tomorrow I have a 1-hour zone 2 tempo ride followed up with a 30-minute zone 1, a zone 2 run. So we'll be back here tomorrow, 4 a.m. sharp with a hot cup of coffee, ready to hop on that bike for an hour tempo run, 30-minute runoff. So then we'll be 145 days out, 1 step closer to reaching my goal of becoming an Ironman. So let's get a good night's sleep, get some rest, and get after it tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. All right, 4:55 a.m., 145 days out until Ironman Lake Placid. It's Tuesday, January 24th. Took me a little bit to get the gears rolling this morning. My legs were feeling a little bit spicy from the past weekend. It was one of the biggest training blocks I've had so far in training. It was on Saturday. I had a 3.5 hour zone 1 bike ride. The cadence for these bike rides always is at 90 to 95 plus the whole entire time. And then I had a 30-minute runoff on Sunday. I had a zone 1 bike ride, 1 hour, followed up with an hour and 15-minute runoff. And then yesterday, as you guys already saw, if you watched this video, I had a long swim, bunch of drills, a little bit of stretching cords, swim stretching cords, and then a lower body leg lift. So yeah, the legs were definitely feeling it today. I'd like to try to get on the bike by 5 o'clock so I can get this workout in. Today I have a zone 1, zone 2 tempo bike ride followed up with a 30-minute zone 1, zone 2 runoff. This is what the workout looks like for today. A little bit easier of a tempo bike ride today, but it's all good. Last week was a heavier training load for sure. So today is a 20-minute zone 1, followed by the main set, which is 2 by 10 minutes at zone 2, and a 5-minute zone 1 in between that, and then the final cool down time until 1 hour in zone 1. And again, these zones are always, or these bike rides are always at 90 to 95 plus. I'm not sure the exact reasoning for that, but ever since I started working with this coach, she's kept it at 90, 95 plus. Maybe some of you guys know the reasoning for that, but I'd imagine just to keep the legs fastly spinning the whole entire time and get used to that kind of tempo and cadence. So, and then there's a 30-minute zone 1, zone 2 runoff. Yeah, so I'm gonna drink this Black Rifle coffee. I'm gonna get clipped in, and then we're gonna get this workout started because it's another big day. I gotta get done training before the girls wake up, before my daughters wake up. Ah, dang, that is always so good. So let's get clipped in. I'm gonna ride on Zwift today and get this workout started. Tempo ride is complete. Halfway done this brick workout. Now, let's hop on the treadmill for zone 1, zone 2 workout. Total time is 30 minutes, 15 minutes zone 1, 15 minutes zone 2. My zones are a little bit different for running. My zone 1 for running is an average of 135, and my zone 2 I think is 147. So let's hop on the treadmill and get after it. So I'm finishing up this run, and what made me realize is I signed this contract with myself 6-7 months ago to do this Ironman. Made a commitment to myself that I will, and I am going to become an Ironman on July 19th. I just need to take it one day at a time, put one foot in front of the other, and I'm gonna accomplish this goal. Most people just aren't willing to do the work. I've woken up just about every single day, 4 a.m., to run these miles, to sit on the bike for hours, to do these lifts, to do these stretches, to do these foam rollers. And after these 6-7 months, a lot of this progress is finally starting to show. Like this run for my zone 2, for example, I was sitting at 8-9 miles per hour on the treadmill, and my heart rate, I was struggling to even get above 145. So that just goes to show my aerobic capacity is building. And in a couple months from now, for this Ironman race, I know I'm gonna be ready. I just need to keep putting in that work harder than everybody else, stay in my zone, stay locked in. And it's not easy when you got 2 businesses, 2 kids, one a 2-year-old and one a soon to be 6-month-old, when your sleep isn't 100% dialed. But I owe a lot of that to my wife. She's the one that keeps pushing me forward. She takes care of the kids in the middle of the night, most nights, even though she's tired, because she wants me to accomplish this goal. I love her so much, and I don't tell her enough, but I owe a lot of this to her. We make a great team, and I appreciate her more than she knows. So, as this run is finishing up, let's go over to the whiteboard and let's mark another day completed. Let's go, baby. God, that feels so good. Tomorrow I got a 1,700 meter swim with an ankle band and 20 minutes prehab routine. Those ankle bands, swims suck. It's swimming with an ankle band on, so you can't really use your legs at all. It's all upper body. But that run and that ride felt really, 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 really good. My legs almost couldn't even keep up for the zone 2 part, which like that's the first time that's ever happened. Like I said, the treadmill was on 8-9 miles an hour. My heart rate, I couldn't even get it above 145. My legs were just barely keeping up. So that's a good sign that my aerobic capacity is building. All this training is working. February is almost coming to a close. And my first daughter is awake. Sounds like the second one is just waking up. So I better get inside, mark the day as complete. Got a big day of training at the job. Got a sales rep coming in to train our employees on some new products. So this is gonna be a good day, and let's get after it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow at out here 4 a.m. Go over a little prehab, drink some coffee, and then do a 5:30 swim. Till tomorrow. What's up, YouTube? If you're still with me, welcome back. It's Wednesday, February 25th, 4:35 a.m. Gonna go over what we got going on today. I got a 20-minute prehab routine and then a 1,700 meter swim. My coach puts these prehab routines in like 2 to 3 times a week. This just kind of fix any kind of weak links in the body and avoid any injury that could be coming up. So I take this pretty seriously. It's just simple movements. This morning is, let's look at it. We got 3 rounds of a monster walk, which I'll go over that. Single leg squat, which I like to do as a Bulgarian split squat, and then a single leg deadlift, a hip hike, and then a rotisserie chicken movement. And then I have 1 time through 3 sets of each of it, eccentric calf raise, 2 joint hip flexor stretch, pigeon stretch, and then a 5-minute continuous plank. And then we're gonna get ready and we're gonna go for a swim. So given that it's almost 4:40, this takes me about 20 minutes. I like to leave the house around 5 so then I can get to the pool. Have a pretty, it's not gonna be too bad of a swim. I think it's like a 500 meter warm up, 7 by 100s with an ankle band. That means you're tying your ankles with an ankle band and then swimming, so it's all upper body, and you really have to focus on keeping your balance right in body position in the water, or you're just gonna sink, which it really sucks. And then a 500 meter cool down. So it should be a pretty easy swim, pretty decent day. So let's get into this prehab routine. First movement is monster walk. Take 2 bands, 1 around the ankle, 1 around the knees, 3 sets of 12, walking down and back. So let's get into it. I like to do a lighter band on the ankles and then a heavier one on the knees, but that's all personal preference. And again, this is to stay absolutely bulletproof so we don't get injured. So take this seriously if you're incorporating this into your routine. Monster walk, you just keep your legs a little bit wider shoulder width apart, and you just walk down and back with the band at the knees and the ankles. All right, that's all it is. I'm gonna do two more rounds of that and then move on to single leg squats. All right, next movement, single leg squats. I'm just gonna do as Bulgarian split squats. And if you watched the video from yesterday, you probably already know how to do these, so let's do it. Do 2 more rounds of those, 12 of each leg, and then we're gonna move on to single leg deadlifts. So let's do it. Single leg squats are done. Now we're moving on to single leg deadlifts. I like to do it with a kettlebell. You can do it with whatever you want. I'm gonna use a 30-pound kettlebell, 3 rounds of 12 for each leg. So let's do it. On to the next one. Next is a hip hike movement. This is very, very, very often overlooked, but a hip hike is perfect for your prehab routine if you're training for an Ironman. It really prevents any kind of knee collapse. It improves single leg stability. Really what you want to focus on is, if this is your plane at your hips, imagine it just dropping down and coming back up, dropping down and coming back up. This is such a simple movement, but it's gonna prevent any kind of injury. So take this one super serious if you're incorporating any of these in your routine, but this is what it's gonna look like. Super simple movement. And that's all there is to it. 3 rounds of 12 each leg. All right, next movement is a rotisserie chicken. I like to keep 1 foot on a bench and then keep 1 foot up, and you're just gonna rotate your toes like a windshield wiper or like a rotisserie chicken. So this is what it's gonna look like. And you wanna keep your core tight, hips square to the ceiling, and just rotate back and forth, trying to stretch out those hips. Super simple movement, don't overlook it. Let's prevent injury. Next is eccentric calf raises, 3 by 12 reps. Pretty self-explanatory for this one. Just doing calf raises again on 45-pound plates. 3 sets, 12 reps each. All right, that's that. Kind of running out of time, so I'm not going to record the next 2 movements. I need to hurry up so I can get to the pool. Recording is taking a little bit longer than my typical 20-minute prehab routine. So the next 2 movements is a 2-joint hip flexor stretch, 3 sets of 20 seconds each, a pigeon stretch, and then a 5-minute continuous plank. So if you have any questions with those, comment below, shoot me a message, whatever, or you can just type it in Google and look it up, or look it up on YouTube. They're super simple stretches. Again, they are a 2-joint hip flexor stretch, a pigeon stretch, and then a 5-minute continuous plank. Super simple. And for the 5-minute continuous plank, you want to rotate between the left side, right side, face down, etc. If you have a TRX band, use that. It's a little bit better for rotation. So need to hurry up, get this done, and then hop in the truck, get to the pool so we can get this swim in. So let's get after it. Oh look. What a surprise, more freaking snow. Gosh. It's getting out of hand, fam. This is getting out of hand. All right, main set is done, which was 500 free. Now I'm gonna throw on the ankle band, 7 by 100 on 30 seconds rest, and then finish up with 500 free. So let's throw this on my ankles and go struggle. All right, swim is done. I did not actually feel that great for being a low meter swim, which is only 1,700 meters, but my lats got super fatigued like on the first 500, but this is how the workout went. It was 500 free, and then the main set was 7 by 100 with an ankle band tied around your ankles. So, and then with a 30-second rest, the cool down is 500 easy as 200 freestyle, 200 pull, and 100 kick. So yeah, the day's done, the workout's done. It definitely didn't feel the best, which kind of pissed me off because I was feeling really good as I was going into it. And then my lats were getting super fatigued just in the first 500, but not every day is gonna be a good day.
but the workout and the training is complete for the day. It's only 6:20, so it's time to get home, meal prep for the day, get the girls out the door, and head to the business and get some work done for the day, and then go home and relax and rest up for tomorrow. I think tomorrow, what do I got? I got a upper body strength and then a hour and 10-minute run, and I'll go into detail about that tomorrow. It's irrelevant right now, so see you tomorrow. Let's get after it.
Well, it's good, YouTube. We are back in the garage, 4:38 a.m. Thursday, February 26th, 143 days out from Ironman Lake Placid. Why is that so zoomed in? Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. Let's see what we got today. We got a hour and 10-minute hill prep run, followed up with an upper body lift. This is how the hill prep run is supposed to look like. I'm supposed to be doing this outside, but I don't have a hill that I can run outside because it's 10 degrees out and there's 3 feet of snow on the ground. So I'm going to do this on the old trusty treadmill. But before this run, you're supposed to have a hill that takes 30 seconds to run up at a 4 to 6% grade. Like I said, I don't have that, so I'm going to use a treadmill at like a 6 to 7% incline. So this is how it goes. It's a 20-minute zone 1 warm up. And then I'm going to repeat this 2 times, 3 times 20 seconds at an 80% maximal effort up a hill, walking down to the bottom of the hill as a recovery. So I'll just put the treadmill flat and then walk for a minute or 30 seconds or something like that. And then finish that out with a 5 minutes in zone 1 or lower, and then finish out the total time for an hour and 10 minutes in a zone 1 effort. And then if I have time, I'm going to do the upper body lift this morning if the girls are still sleeping, but I'm not sure. It's now 4:40. I did a little bit of stretching this morning, waiting for the coffee to brew. Forgot to make it last night, so that's unfortunate. And I'm going to do a little bit of more foam rolling and then hop on this treadmill hopefully by 5. And we'll see if we'll have time to get this upper body lift in. If not, as always, we're gonna have to do that when the girls go to bed tonight at 7:30. So let's get this workout in. All right, there we have it. Run is done. Little under 8 miles. Felt really, really, really good. The girls are still sleeping, so I do have time for the upper body lift. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start with, let's see, 3 sets, body weight pull-ups, 10 to 12 reps. So let's start with that, and then I think I'm gonna move on to body weight push-ups, but let's start with these pull-ups and see how we feel. Hell yeah, those felt pretty damn good. So 2 more sets of those, 10 to 12 reps, and then we're gonna move on to bodyweight push-ups. So let's do it. All right, pull-ups are done. Gonna move on to bodyweight push-ups, 3 sets of 20. And all of these movements are 30 to 45 seconds rest in between. So let's start this first set of 20 reps of bodyweight push-ups. Those again felt really, really good. 2 more sets of those and then we'll move on to the next movement. All right, next movement, I'm gonna do resistance band face pulls, 3 sets, 10 to 12. All right, first set done. On those, you really just want to focus on squeezing at the top of the movement and really engaging those rear delts. So I'm going to do 2 more sets of those, and then let's move on to bodyweight dips. Band and face pulls are complete. Now let's move on to bodyweight dips. Love this exercise, absolutely fantastic for your chest and your triceps. 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. Might even do 15 reps on the first set, but let's see how we feel. Don't want to stress it too hard, but let's do it. All right, those felt awesome. So I'm gonna do 2 more sets of those, actually of 15 reps, not the 10 to 12, just because they felt so good. So let's do those, and then I'm gonna move on to hanging leg raises. All right, dips complete, feeling damn good. Now let's do hanging leg raises, 3 sets, as many reps as possible. Probably just gonna stick around 10 to 12, starting to get pretty smoked, so let's do it. All right, this felt really good. If you can't touch your toes to the bar, you could do just 90-degree leg lifts or knees to chest. Both work just as good. I'm gonna do 2 more sets of those, and then what am I gonna finish up with? I'm not really sure, but stick around and find out. All right, last but not least, I'm gonna do wide grip lat pull down. 3 sets, 10 to 12. I'm not gonna go too heavy because I have a big swim tomorrow and my lats tend to get pretty fatigued if I go too heavy for an upper body lift before a swim. So let's do this wide grip pull downs, and that's gonna be the final movement of the day. All right, first set done, got 2 more to go, and that's gonna be it, so let's do it. All right, and just like that, another training day is complete. Perfect timing. I think my first daughter just woke up, so one of the best parts of the day, go to the old whiteboard and check mark that box. Executed, another day done. See you guys tomorrow out here for 4:30 a.m. with a cup of coffee, and we got a 2,300 meter swim with a 1 hour functional lift. So tomorrow's swim's kind of technical. I'll go over it in the morning, but just like I said, another day executed. Check mark that box. Let's move on with the day, hang out with the family, hang out with my daughters, and go to work and get some shit done. So see you guys tomorrow. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back. If you're still with me, thank you. It's 142 days out from Ironman Lake Placid. It's Friday, February 27th, and we have a 2,300 meter swim today. It's just about 4:30. I'm gonna hop out here in the garage in the man cave and do a little foam rolling, do a little stretching, all that good stuff before I head to the pool for a 2,300 meter swim that's consisting of a bunch of drills. I'm not gonna go over it. Maybe after the swim I will, just because it's kind of technical. I even had to read it a couple times just to make sure I was understanding it correctly. So yeah, it's just about 4:30 as always, out here grinding. Gonna do a bunch of stretching, stretch out my shoulders, roll out my IT bands, roll out my calves, roll out my lats, roll out my quads, all kinds of stuff. So I'm nice and loose for the day. It's gonna be a big weekend of training. Super excited for that. So let's go get all loosened up and then get to the pool and get stretched out and have a good swim. And I'll see you guys after the swim to go over exactly what went down.
All right, 5:25 a.m. Just made it to the Y. Got a couple minutes to burn, so I'll go over this real quick once I get this set up. I'm currently in Courtney's car because my truck's in the shop. But let's go over the swim. It looks like it's gonna be 2,300 meters, and it's kind of tactical. Looks like it's gonna suck, so that's sick. All right, the warm-up is 300 meters swim of choice, just gonna do freestyle, and then it breaks down into 12 sets of 25 meters with fins with a 10-second rest. The odds are a power kick with a freestyle stroke at a fast pace. The evens are a dolphin kick for 6 kicks off the wall with no breath, and then break out into a sprint. The main set is 4 by 350 meters on a 30 seconds rest, and this is how it's broken down into. The odds are done as 50 easy, 50 fast, 100 easy, 100 fast, and then 25 easy, 25 fast. You got that? I didn't. It took me a couple times to read that. The evens are done 100 easy, 150 fast, 100 easy, and then the cool down is 2 by 150 meters pool with paddles on a 15-second rest. So this one's going to be interesting. Have not had a swim like this yet. Definitely going to suck, but I'm curious to see how this is going to go. So I'm going to get in there and let's get this thing started. .6:35, workout is complete, and as expected, just like I thought, that workout sucked, but it felt super good. I actually felt really strong in the pool, so that felt really good for a little mental boost for the swim, especially because earlier this week I did not feel that good during my swim. I was super fatigued in like the first 100 meters, but that swim felt absolutely incredible. I felt fast, I felt strong, I felt smooth. So awesome way to start the Friday. I need to scoot to the grocery store because we are completely out of groceries, so let's do a little grocery haul real quick before we got to get home, get the girls ready, get out the door, and get to the business. So let's do it. All right, let's check out what's in the cart. Organic eggs, cage free, because my chickens aren't laying eggs yet. It's been an absolute rough winter on the old girls. We got some ground turkey, lean, chicken breasts. I don't need beef because I bought half a cow earlier this year, and I also have a bunch of elk meat and a bunch of deer meat. Raspberries, blackberries, little tortilla chips, organic of course, because you got to add a little crunch to your meals. Some Greek yogurt, avocados, bananas, sourdough from the bakery, some grass-fed whole milk for Blakely, potatoes, organic pasta, pineapple, tomatoes, all that good stuff. Whole foods, nothing processed. That's all you got to do to have a healthy diet and to stay in shape. That's it. Just eat whole foods, stay on the outside of the aisles. That's all you need. Happy Friday. Let's do a little midday update. I'm holding down the fort at the mattress company today. Marsha, our employee, our sales rep, is out sick. She has the flu, so I hope you get better soon, Marsha. If she sees this, I doubt she will, but if she does, hope you get better soon. Let's check it out. We got the office. We got the new pillows we just got in. The mattress protectors, we're still waiting on displays for that stuff, but let's check out the showroom. Looking really good. Got a new ceiling in, the lights, fully renovated. Your best night's sleep starts here on the wall, as everybody knows. We got the nectars, Serta, beauty rest, everything you need for a great night of sleep. So if you live in Pennsylvania and you need a new mattress, need a new mattress protector, or a new pillow, come out and see us, 1328 Maple Avenue. Also, you can order some stuff on our website. We can drop ship it right to your home. If you're interested in that, shoot me a message. Find me on TikTok, find me on Instagram, Chris F. Jacobs. Come find us. I'm also recording some marketing videos, so I'll clip that in next. I just got one of them done. Doing some funny ones, doing some serious ones on our sales, stuff like that, but I'll throw that in the video if you want to check it out. It is pretty funny, so I'll clip that in next. And then we got a upper body, no, it's a functional lift tonight. 1 hour after the girls go to bed, Friday night at the Squat Rack Bar. Let's go! Don't be an ass. Come out this weekend for 10% off and some flipping good deals all weekend at our new location, 1328 Maple Avenue, the Mattress Company by Steeple Furniture. Come find us. 7:29 Friday night. Just got both the girls down in bed. Courtney's been at a Bible study tonight since like 5. She'll probably be back here pretty soon, but pretty proud of that. Just got both the girls down before 7:30. Now I'm back out here for a 1-hour functional lift. I'm gonna start out with Bulgarian split squats again, but I'm actually starting weighted. I already did a warm up with some air squats, bodyweight air squats and lunges. Now we're gonna do some weighted stuff tonight, all functional, upper body, lower body. But I'm gonna start with some Bulgarian split squats. You guys already know how to do them if you watched this whole video up this far. Thank you if you did. So let's start out with set number 1. We're gonna do 3 sets from 6 to 8 reps. So let's get started. I'm gonna work my way up in weight. And as always, like I always said, I'm not gonna record every set, just the first one, because I don't have time for all that. So. First set done. Got 2 more of those, 6 to 8 reps. Gonna move up in weight, move up to the 50s, and then probably the 70s. So let's do it. Bulgarian split squats is done. Movement number 2, gonna do bodyweight pull-ups, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. I'm gonna try to focus on 12 reps. That's gonna be the goal for all 3. So let's do it. That's 1, let's go. Oh, that felt good, let's go. 2 more. Next up, single leg, straight leg deadlifts with dumbbells. We're gonna start with 60s, then move up to probably like 75, 6 to 8 reps, nice and slow and controlled. Whew, that one was a burner. Definitely gonna feel those tomorrow. Next up, we got inverted bodyweight rows on the barbell. 3 sets, 12 reps. Let's do it. Nice, slow, controlled, squeezing at the top. Arms just past shoulder width. Legs straight out. 1, 2, try and touch your chest to the bar. 3. Those rows always feel so damn good. Those 3 sets are done. Time to move on to dumbbell bench press. No need to go heavy on these. Just like I talked earlier in the week, gotta keep your shoulders healthy, gotta keep them strong, gotta keep them mobile. So there's no reason to go super heavy on these. I can't stress that enough. I'm just starting with 60s. I'm probably gonna move up to 75s and just stay there, focusing on a nice, big extension and a good squeeze at the top, slow and controlled throughout the whole entire movement. So this is what it looks like. Did I say the rep range? 3 sets, 12 reps. Let's go. Next up, 3 sets of 20 push-ups. Let's do it. Bodyweight push-ups. Chest to the flow. Everybody know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2 more of those. Next up, Make sure that camera's right. All right, that looks all right. Next up, whew, lost my balance there. 3 sets of 30-second planks, 30 seconds front, 30 seconds left side, 30 seconds right side. That completes 1 set. We're gonna do 3 of those. Woo, that felt damn good. 2 more sets of those, and then not sure what I'm moving on to next, but I'll let you know. Stick around. Next up, banded clamshells. 2 sets of 20 reps each side. If you've never done banded clamshells, add them to your program, add them to your lifts, whatever kind of style training you're doing. They are the most underlooked exercises ever for your glutes. It is such a burner. Give them a try. Next up, I got single leg bridges, 3 sets, 10 reps each side. All right, and we have came down to the final movement of Friday night. I got hanging knees to chest, 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. I'm gonna aim for the 15 rep range, so let's do it. And there we have it. Friday night is done. Swim is done. Our functional lift is complete. Now we can work our way over to the whiteboard for one of the best parts of the day. Let's see if we can get this off. There we go. Just like that, we're down to the last day in February. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Tomorrow, I got a 3-hour zone 1 ride with BST intervals plus a 25-minute zone 1 run. That was a hell of a week. Awesome Friday. Got a long workout tomorrow. Courtney has that Bible study again tomorrow for the 2nd day. So I'm on dad duty all day. I would typically be doing this workout first thing in the morning, as always. I like to get on the bike for my Saturdays at 5 a.m. so then I can, finish early in the morning, especially for these long 3-hour, 4-hour bike rides. But that's not gonna happen tomorrow because Courtney needs her time. She wants to go to this Bible study with her girls and do her thing. So I have to respect that. So I'm probably gonna have to do this long 3-hour bike ride and 25-minute run tomorrow night. But it is what it is. We have made it down to the final day in February for the final box to mark green. That's how you fucking execute a month. That's what I'm talking about. Shit gets me so fired up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final day of February, and we're gonna get that shit done, and we're gonna push hard and have a killer workout. So I'm gonna get some rest tonight, eat all day tomorrow, hydrate up, eat a bunch of carbs, eat a bunch of ground beef, eat a bunch of good food, whole foods, and we'll be back. So see you guys tomorrow.
What is up? We are back Saturday morning, last day of February, ready to execute. Got a 3-hour bike ride, 25-minute runoff. If you followed up until yesterday, I said in the video I was gonna end up doing this training brick ride at the end of the day because Courtney has a Bible study all day, but she told me last night she actually doesn't even need to leave until 8:30 this morning. So that'll give me enough time to get this bike ride in, get this run on, and then I can execute and check mark that box green for the day. So this is how the workout's gonna go. It's a 3-hour bike ride, BST, the first one I'm doing, 6 minutes by 1 minute intervals. So it goes 40 minutes at zone 1, and then the main set is 6 by 1 minute intervals with a 1 minute recovery, using the best sustainable effort at all intervals. And then to final cool down time in zone 1 for a total time of 3 hours. Then I have a 25-minute runoff on the treadmill. Old trusty back there. So I need to hop on this bike by 4:30. So I need to get these shoes clipped in, drink a little electrolytes, got my carbs, water, electrolyte mix, extra gels, is whipped, ready to roll. So let's hop on the bike and get this workout started so we can execute the month and check mark that box and finish this month off strong. So let's get it. Oh God. Maybe that'll help me on the last set. All right, last one. Best sustainable effort for a minute, let's go.
Last 11, 1 minute.
That's that. BST intervals done. 6 sets or 6 rounds. 1 minute, best sustainable effort, and then 1 minute rest in a ZR zone, which is super light. I'm at 51 minutes. Now let's finish out till 3 hours and then do a brick run. There we have it, 3-hour bike ride complete. Zone 1 with BST intervals. Locked in at 57 miles. Not my best performance. My average watts was pretty low, probably because, well, lower than normal. I wouldn't say pretty low, lower than normal. Probably because I didn't get the best night's sleep last night. I only had about 5.5 hours, so that could have been part of it, but it is what it is. Let's hop on the treadmill. All right, there we have it, 25-minute recovery zone run. Let's go over to the whiteboard and check off that box. February is complete. But I gotta hurry up, I gotta get inside. Courtney's gotta leave for this Bible study. I'm on dad duty all day. So I'll do a little recap when I put the girls down around noon. Then I'll have a little bit of time to myself. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this video, get it uploaded. But I just fucking crushed February. It's time to do a little recap, stuff like that. Tomorrow I got a 1-hour Tabata interval ride with an hour and 36 minute zone 1 transition runoff. So I gotta get inside, I gotta get showered up, I gotta eat before Courtney's gotta leave and she's gonna be gone all day. And it's a day with my girls, dad duty. Let's go. All right, 12:55. Just got Blakely down for a nap, so it's perfect timing to make this video and this closeout video. I thought I was gonna have both girls today, but Nan and Papa offered to take Laney and babysit for the day. So hats off to them. Courtney and I are so blessed to have such great grandparents in our lives. They offer to babysit at any chance that they get. So thank you. We love them and appreciate them more than they do. But I just wanted to recap February because I think Courtney and I definitely had one of the most monumental months of our lives, if not top 5 this month. We went under a contract for a forever home. Didn't think it was going to be possible. We've been dreaming of this property for such a long time. This property has some family history and we always wanted to get back in our name, and the opportunity came up and we are now under contract for the property. It's a beautiful rancher sitting on top of a mountain, has about 100 acres and a cabin. Absolute dream come true, but I'll get into the family history behind it when we close. You can actually walk through it and stuff like that.
And in the same exact week, we opened up our second business, the mattress company by Steeple Furniture. So we are expanding Steeple Furniture a little bit. Super exciting. Also something we've been dreaming about for such a long time. I can't believe these two things came to fruition in the same exact week. Absolutely crazy. So on top of all that, we throw in Ironman training, which was probably like 80 hours of training or more all together between the training, meal prep, foam rolling, all that good stuff. But we executed every single day. We got it done day in and day out. I was probably out here every single day at 4 a.m. with a cup of coffee, just grinding, and that's what it takes to become an Ironman. We are one step closer. Tomorrow marks a new month, and I'm gonna erase this whiteboard, refill it in with what I have on plan for this month so I can become an Ironman on July 19th and get one step closer, taking it one day at a time. So yeah, if you made it this long, thank you for following along. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you have any tips or tricks in becoming an Ironman, anything on nutrition, heart rate zones, anything like that, shoot it my way. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can in this journey. So thank you again, and follow along for the next video. Don't know if I'm going to do another full week recap because it was a lot of filming, and this is probably going to take me a while to edit tonight or into the weekend, but I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll just go back to daily vlogs. But this, even talking on camera, is completely new to me and still feels so weird. So I'm going to close out with that so I don't continue to stutter along, and thanks for following.